"Sir, my mom isn't waking up," the little girl's whisper sliced through the quiet luxury of the hotel lobby. CEO Adrian Cole, who had been reviewing reports on his tablet, froze mid-scroll. The voice was trembling, too soft for the bustling staff around to notice, but it struck him like an alarm bell. He slowly lifted his eyes, and saw a tiny girl, no older than 7, clutching the sleeve of his expensive suit with shaking fingers. "If you're watching this, don't go anywhere. What happens in the next few minutes will break your heart, inspire your soul, and remind you why we all need kindness. And if stories like this touch you, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more life-changing stories to the world." Adrian knelt down, something he rarely did for anyone. "What did you say?" he asked gently. "My mom, she's not waking up." Her lips quivered. "She's upstairs. She told me to wait while she cleaned the room, but she fell. Please, please help me." The CEO of the entire Cole Grand Hotel empire felt his pulse spike. He wasn't easily shaken. He had handled billion-dollar deals, collapsing markets, lawsuits, you name it. But a crying child asking for help, that hit differently. "Take me to her," Adrian said instantly. The girl, whose name he learned was Lily, led him through the staff-only elevator, her small hands trembling so hard he had to take them in his. They walked down a hallway that smelled faintly of fresh linen and cleaning supplies. Lily pointed to an open door, room 526. Inside, a woman lay on the floor beside the bed, her cleaning cart overturned. Her uniform was wrinkled, her face pale, her breathing shallow. "Mom." Lily dropped to her knees. "Wake up, please." Adrian moved quickly, checking the woman's pulse, his own heart pounding. She was alive, but barely. "Call the medical team now." He barked at the nearest staff member who had heard the commotion. Within seconds, people were rushing in. While the paramedics attended to her mother, Lily wrapped her arms around Adrian's leg, crying silently. And for the first time in years, the CEO felt his chest tighten with something more than stress, guilt. His empire ran on the backs of hard-working employees, but how many of them suffered silently? As the stretcher was rolled out, Lily whispered, "Will she be okay?" Adrian knelt again. "She will. I promise I won't leave you." The CEO kept that promise. He rode with them to the hospital, ignoring calls from board members waiting for him in a conference meeting worth millions. His focus was the fragile woman and her terrified daughter. At the hospital, doctors explained that Lily's mother, Maria, had collapsed from exhaustion and malnutrition. She had been working double shifts for weeks, trying to pay overdue rent and keep Lily fed. The news hit Adrian like a punch. He saw Lily curled on a plastic hospital chair, hugging her backpack as if it were her whole world. Her shoes were worn out. Her jacket too thin. Why didn't she ask for help? He murmured. She didn't want to get fired, Lily whispered. She said bosses don't like workers with problems. The words stabbed him. When Maria finally woke up, she panicked upon seeing her CEO standing beside her. "Sir, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, please don't fire me." Adrian raised a hand, stopping her. "You're not fired. In fact, from this moment on, everything changes." Maria stared in confusion. "You're getting paid leave until you recover," Adrian said. "Your salary will be increased, and your working hours adjusted. You will never have to choose between your health and your job again." Tears filled Maria's eyes as she tried to speak, but no words came. "And Lily," Adrian looked at the little girl. "From now on, you're both part of the family at Cole Grand Hotels. Anything you need, school supplies, food, transportation, will be taken care of." The little girl burst into tears and hugged him, tiny arms wrapped tightly around his waist. Adrian stood frozen for a moment, then slowly hugged her back, holding her like something precious he almost didn't know how to carry. Days went by. Adrian visited them every morning, much to the shock of the hotel staff. He handled his empire, but he always found time to check on Lily, who now followed him around like a shadow, laughing, smiling, filling his cold CEO life with warmth he never expected. One evening, as they watched the sunset from the hospital window, Lily tugged his sleeve again. "Sir, when my mom gets better, can she stop cleaning rooms? She gets sick a lot." Adrian looked down at her. "What job do you want her to have?" "A job where she doesn't fall," Lily whispered. He smiled gently. "Consider it done." When Maria was discharged, she returned not as a cleaner but as a supervisor with better hours, better pay, and full benefits. Her life changed. Lily's life changed. And surprising even himself, Adrian's life changed most of all. At the hotel, the staff whispered that the CEO had softened. But it wasn't softness. It was clarity. He had built an empire, but forgotten the people who built it with him. Months later, during the hotel's annual celebration, Adrian invited Maria and Lily on stage. In front of hundreds of employees, he shared the story, how a little girl's whisper had opened his eyes. He ended the speech with a message that touched every heart in the room. Sometimes, the greatest lessons come from the smallest voices. Listen to them. Care for them. That is how we rise, not alone, but together. Lily ran to him and hugged him tightly as the audience clapped, many wiping tears. And for the first time in years, the CEO felt something he had long forgotten. Peace. So if you're watching this right now, remember, one act of kindness can change an entire life. If this story touched your heart, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories that remind us of the good still left in the world.